welcome. I'm Stephanie Wachowski. Once again, I'm delighted to present the awards for Turnarounds and Workouts Outstanding Restructuring Lawyers of the Year. Turnarounds and Workouts selects the bankruptcy lawyers under 40 who have moved the industry forward during the past year. I noted one thing about this year's honorees that is markedly different from prior years: the connection they have to each other. Each of them told me that they are most honored by the fact to be in the same lineup as colleagues that they greatly admire. Many of the honorees also expressed appreciation for the opportunities they have been given during the past year, not just professionally, but also personally, including the opportunity to spend time at home with their families without sacrificing their commitment to law practice. The honorees represent a cross-section of bankruptcy practice. In Wilmington, Matthew Harvey excelled in taking on the challenges of the pandemic in an overnight shift to a virtual environment in one of the most active bankruptcy venues of the country. In New York, Candace Arthur, Alexa Cransley, and Steve Sarajanini are being recognized for significant, groundbreaking debtor representations. Naomi Moss, Michael Price, and Christopher Guhan are being recognized for a representation of ad hoc groups, and Andrew Carty for his representation of official committees. Natasha Suarez is being recognized for her representation in the area of pre-bankruptcy and DIP financing. Carl Tulson had notable representations in the senior secured lender area and private equity representation. And George Pladonis is being recognized for his work representing boards and his secondment at KKR on the Special Situations platform. Christine Perot-Schwartzman is being recognized for her success in negotiating innovative out-of-court workouts for a number of clients. And now let me introduce 2021's Outstanding Young Restructuring Lawyers.
Thank you, Stephanie. I would like to sincerely thank Turnarounds and Workouts for recognizing me as a 2021 Outstanding Young Restructuring Lawyer. It is both an honor and a privilege to practice in our field. I'm appreciative of the opportunities and the support that I have received and continue to receive from my firm, Weil Gotshal and Manges, and particularly from the co-heads of our restructuring group, Gary Holzer, Ray Schrock, and Matt Barr, and from our executive partner, Barry Wolf. I'm thankful for the support that I receive from my family, who make sure that I have the resources to do what I love every day, especially my daughter, Rain, who is an inspiration constantly. And I am most importantly grateful to the clients who entrust so much in my hands. Congratulations to my fellow honorees. I'm incredibly proud to stand alongside you today.
Thank you, Stephanie, and thank you, Turnarounds and Workouts, for this prestigious award from such an outstanding organization. It's an honor to be recognized among such a talented group of attorneys. And to my fellow recipients, congratulations. I haven't had the pleasure of meeting all of you yet, but I look forward to doing so hopefully soon. And thank you to my colleagues at Brown Rudnick and throughout the bankruptcy space. This award is, as much as anything, a reflection of all that I've learned from all the great attorneys I've had the pleasure of working with throughout my career. So thank you again.
Thank you so much, Stephanie. I am beyond grateful to the Turnarounds and Workouts team for selecting me as an outstanding young restructuring lawyer, particularly in light of what an impressive class of young restructuring lawyers were selected this year. 2020 was a crazy year, and I am proud of what we at Strzok and the entire restructuring industry were able to achieve through unprecedented and difficult conditions. I specifically want to thank Chris Hansen, Jamie Goldstein, and everyone from Strzok who have spent so many hours mentoring me and who have built such a great platform to serve our ad hoc group and individual creditor clients. Finally, I want to thank Turnarounds and Workouts for being such a useful resource to follow the ever-changing and always interesting world of restructuring. I look forward to continuing to rely on it and continuing to practice alongside my fellow honorees for many years to come. Thank you.
I guess I want to start out by saying that thanking Turnarounds and Workouts and thanking Stephanie and everybody for their hard work on putting this great group of people together and being a part of it this year. It's really a tremendous opportunity and tremendous recognition. And I can't tell everyone how thankful I am for it. And that leads me to my next point I want to make, and that's really to shout out and thank and recognize my 11 colleagues who are included in this year's selection as well. And I think I'd be remiss too if I didn't, thank all of the people I've worked with at Morris Nichols over the years and presently who really, I've been at Morris Nichols almost my entire career, and they've really gotten me to the point where I am. I've had some tremendous mentors up and down the firm and in the restructuring group and elsewhere, and as well as all the people I've worked with and opposite over the years. You don't win an award like this and get this kind of recognition through your own work. I mean, obviously your own work's a big part of it, but it's also all the people who've helped you along the way and mentored you and guided you. So I think that's a really important aspect of this award for all of us, and something I wanted to recognize. And I also, I think it's been a really challenging time in the past couple of years with COVID, and particularly the challenges it's thrown for our clients, but also personally for the attorneys and the professionals that have been involved. I know that I think it's been almost 2 years now. It'll be 2 years in March since I've had a physical in-court bankruptcy hearing, but I've gotten very adept at doing the Zoom hearings, including Zoom trials. And I don't think any of that's possible without the creativity and hard work of all the people in the bankruptcy and restructuring bar and in the profession. So I've been really encouraged to see it through the pandemic, both in terms of the actual substance of the work and the creativity we've seen from my colleagues, both at my firm and other firms, and that we've seen in the cases and the in and out of court restructurings, and then just the creativity and the flexibility we've seen from people in dealing with the nitty gritty and the practicality of how to get a massive restructuring done in front of a court with hundreds of parties, all being done remotely and by video. I really look forward to hopefully meeting everybody in person, which will be my second in-person conference in 2 years at the upcoming Distressed Investing Conference, and really getting to know better some of my co-selectees, some of whom I've already had the privilege of working with, and a couple of whom I'll be meeting for the first time.
It's a true honor to be recognized by Turnaround and Workouts this year. I would like to thank my firm, Latham & Watkins, for nominating me for this award, and for the Turnaround and Workouts organization for recognizing me as an outstanding young restructuring lawyer, especially the young part of that title. When I first was contacted by Turnaround and Workouts, I was told that I would be receiving this award. I felt a sense of pride for being recognized by such an incredible organization. But then I saw the list of the other recipients, and I'm truly humbled to be in the presence of such other great restructuring professionals. Most of them I have crossed paths with in the past. Some of them we worked together at the same firm. Others we've worked across the table from each other on deals. That alone is the key reason why I wake up every day and love what I do as a restructuring professional, because of the people that I get to work with, both at my firm and across the restructuring community. I'm so glad that we're doing this conference in person this year, and we can see many of the people that we have not seen in person in almost 2 years. The industry has always benefited from this conference, so thank you for putting it together in person. I hope everyone has a wonderful and restful holiday this season and a happy new year. I know we all deserve it after a year we had, so thank you again.
Thank you very much, Stephanie. I would like to thank Turnarounds and Workouts for the recognition, and congratulations to my fellow honorees. In addition, I want to thank my colleagues at Sullivan & Cromwell, my friends in the restructuring industry, and my clients for the opportunities. I graduated law school in 2008, and given the current environment, fell into restructuring, which right now I'm very happy that I did. I lateraled to Sullivan & Cromwell in 2012 as the firm was building out its debtor practice, starting with Eastman Kodak. Since then, it's been a really exciting time for me to grow my career here, in particular in the debtor space, alongside with our growing practice. And I look forward to the opportunity to work on complex and high-profile cases with my fellow colleagues in the restructuring industry. Thank you.
Thank you to Turnarounds and Workouts for this recognition. Turnarounds and Workouts is a phenomenal organization that provides a lot of value to young lawyers. I'm truly honored to be mentioned in the same category as the other outstanding young restructuring lawyers receiving this award, many of whom I've been in the trenches with over the years. Congratulations to all of you. Of course, a tremendous thank you to my partners and colleagues at Akin Gump. I would not be here without your unwavering support and guidance. If I've accomplished anything, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you, Stephanie, and thanks to Turnarounds and Workouts for this prestigious award. It's truly an honor to be here among this impressive group, many of whom I know well and have worked with during the course of my career. I also want to thank all of my colleagues and partners at Milbank for supporting my career development and success over the years, as well as those throughout the restructuring community. I look forward to working with many of you in 2022. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Stephanie, and thank you to Turnarounds and Workouts for the recognition as an outstanding young restructuring lawyer. Your continued work to keep the community together over the past 2 unprecedented years is not only appreciated, but necessary given the high stakes and fast-paced fields in which we practice. I also want to take a moment to congratulate my 2021 class. Many of you I've been in the trenches with and shared a late night or a long weekend with on one side or another, and others of you I look forward to working with in the future. Mostly, thank you to Ropes and Gray for putting me in a position to excel in the restructuring field and in the firm. Thank you to Greg Gallardi and Ryan Dahl in particular. We are building something absolutely special together with the company side work we've been doing, and I could not be more honored to be a part of it. Thank you.
So I'd like to thank the Beard Group and Turnaround and Workouts for this tremendous honor. Congratulations to all my fellow honorees. And thank you to all those that made this possible, my wonderful and supportive partners and colleagues, my loyal clients, my family and friends, and the entire restructuring community. As they say, it takes a village, and that couldn't be more true than for all of us. What a crazy couple of years it's been, but now as we're approaching the light at the end of the tunnel, I want to wish everybody in the community a very happy holidays. And I look forward to connecting with everybody again in the new year in person. Thank you again.
First of all, thank you very much to Turnarounds and Workouts for this honor. This organization is an incredible resource for restructuring professionals. I still remember going to my first distressed investing conference where I listened to a panel on the rise of ad hoc groups. And I remember thinking that the topic was really ahead of its time and called the trend perfectly. I also want to thank all my fellow colleagues in the restructuring profession who just seem to get more and more impressive each year. I think what sets this profession apart is the continued commitment to excellence and pushing forward more novel and efficient ways of helping companies and their constituents get through a restructuring. And that push has really only accelerated in the wake of the COVID pandemic. And even more importantly, this community of restructuring professionals exhibits a real commitment to being people who truly care about their colleagues, their clients, and other professionals, and is just a wonderful area to practice in. So I'm really excited to see how we all innovate our practices in the new year and continue to support each other in this new, hopefully post-COVID world. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Stephanie. I wanted to thank Turnaround and Workouts for this honor, and a special thanks to my firm Skadden Arps for nominating me for this award. I also wanted to extend my congratulations to everyone in this year's class of outstanding young restructuring lawyers. It's great to be back to in-person events, and I look forward to spending time with each of you at this year's Distressed Investing Conference.
Congratulations to all the honorees. On behalf of the entire restructuring community, let me extend our thanks for your contributions during the past year and our hopes for continued collaboration for years to come.